Hey guys, welcome to another week of trading. This is the week of January 21st. It's a Sunday evening. We'll take a look at the S&P, gold, and the dollar yen. So the first thing we'll look at is the S&P. On the weekly chart, we are still in an uptrend. Not as big of a candle last week. We had kind of a pullback and then it pushed up higher. Unlike the previous 2 weeks where we had really nice bullish candles going up. So I don't know if this is slowly run out of steam. We closed above the 2800 level. Had a little bit of selling in that area. But you can see if you come down to a 4-hour chart, this 2800 level, which I've been calling out now, came up to it and pulled right back on it. So there's a little bit of profit taken there, a little bit of selling pressure, but it didn't last long. It was a quick drop down. Probably wouldn't have been a bad opportunity to get in there for long, but you see that, and then you gotta kind of contemplate, all right, so it comes back up. What's going to happen up in this area? Is this going to break down? It didn't break down. It just kept going through, dipped down below again, and then popped up, and now it's working its way back up. So really, we're still bullish until we get, for me, below this low. If we start breaking down below this low, it's easier to see on the 4-hour chart. If we break down below this low this week, we can start looking at maybe some targets of last week's low. We could target. Would be a nice sell. So from there to there, that's 230, ticks. But right now we're just looking for buys on S&P. I don't really have any levels that I want to work off of right now. I want to see what happens on Monday. The open came down a little bit. There's a little bit of gap in here, so that'll probably get filled. Even if you go down to the 15-minute chart, you kind of see that. Good chance this will get filled, and then it could break down. Took out lows, came back up. Yeah, I don't have anything to work on right now. Sells I would look for something if it broke this low. And that will look for buys throughout the week on the 4-hour chart. This high right here, right where it's sitting, isn't a bad place to buy. On a Sunday night, I'm not going to take that. If this was a Tuesday New York open, I would definitely be looking for longs right now. But as we sit right now on a Sunday evening, we got Monday to trade. We're just going to sit and watch, but we'll be looking for longs. Next upside objective is 2,900, big figure, and then 3,000. So those are upside objectives. I don't know if it's going to go straight up there or not. It's pretty crazy bull market. But you want to be careful, because if they slam it down hard, they decide to turn this around, it's going to probably turn around pretty fast. So we just got to be careful on it. Any shorts that I do take this week, if it gets below this, will be very short term. Targeting probably this low here, last week's low. And we got equal lows down here, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's kind of a day-by-day process on that. So, gold, we're still pushing higher up into these levels I've been talking about. Last week, let's go down the 4-hour chart. Last week was a little bearish. Gave us a little bit of run up and slowly worked its way down. And then, actually last week we took a long right here, didn't we? So right in here we took a long, and we were targeting these highs for profit, and then ultimately up in here. I don't remember what the price was, but I was hoping for a push up, and it obviously didn't. It came up, took out those highs, and it started working its way back down. That was good for 74 pips, I believe, if you were taking that signal. The rest of the week started breaking down. So you broke a high here, up on the open, a little bit of a gap. It'll probably close. So I'm just going to wait and see on Monday what happens here. We do have some areas down here that I like for shorts, but this is still a bullish market. We still have targets up here, 1375, and this high that I would like to see pushed towards. You know, this type of price action. We got the push up consolidation. Got a little push up here. I'm looking at something like this, just eyeballing it. Another little consolidation here, and then, you know, maybe another push up. So this is kind of a total consolidation, and then there drive higher. But if we could, in this area, we could get a pullback down here, then maybe a push up. So I'm just waiting to see what a price action looks like through Monday, and see if we can find something to work with. But gold, I am bullish long term on this. The weekly chart, you know, we got this high. You know, it's an area where you could see a retracement on this, so don't be surprised. Let's just wait on gold and see what kind of price action we get on this. I have no problem taking some shorts, but they'd be very short term, quick ones. Longs, I would like to hold longer if we can get a nice run on it and get an opportunity to get in. Dollar yen. Last week I was kind of looking at this 110 level, and it's pushed down, and then it came away really fast on it. So on this retracement, I just don't like how deep this retracement came. Normally, I would definitely like to buy in this area. We had price come down, and it broke this high, and then it retraced back down. So right in here, wouldn't have been a bad place to take a long position, and then we target like the 112, 100 level. Price just kept coming back down, and it didn't find that support there. So in my eyes, this is bearish still, and I'm still looking for 110, and 109.80 would be my downside levels. Let's see on the daily chart what those look like. So 110, 109.80, and even down into here 108.500 would be down there. Would be further objectives down. Let's see what that looks like on a run like that. So if we have this run here, we got consolidation. You bring the same distance from there up to the top of this consolidation and run it down. You're getting into that 108.50 level. You know, we're testing these lows. So that's kind of like on gold, how you get those little consolidations in there push. That might be what we'll see on dollar yen right now. These are levels that you could see. You know, you have to remember we're in this consolidation all last year of gold, or I'm sorry, of dollar Japanese yen, and we're right in the middle of it right now. Let's see if we take our Fibonacci level and we kind of lay it out. So I'm just taking well, we could go from the, make it easy, from the high to the low. We got this consolidation right in the middle. Here's the 50%. You know, we're just tinkering around in there. We're below it right now. So in these consolidations, you want to be selling, you know, in the higher zone and buying in the lower zone. And right now we're right in the middle. So there's really not a lot of really strong opportunities that you're looking for there. They'd be shorter term, which you can certainly find. But so the gold rate, or dollar Japanese yen, will look for sells on the week. Upside objectives, if we do go a little bit higher, we'll look at 112.10 for upside. Downside 110.0 and 109.80, and you know, a little bit longer, we could go down to 108.5. So we'll see what Monday holds, but those are good levels to kind of keep an eye on, guys, during the week. See if price gets those levels, how price reacts to them, and those could be targets, or they could be opportunities to look for a buy or a sell at those levels. Okay, guys, so that's all I have for you this week. I'm sure we'll have a good week. It's coming up to the end of January here. We got, I think, another week and a half of January left. The last week is kind of split between January and February, so we'll get some more trades in. Alright, guys, good luck, and I'll talk to you later this week. Bye.